Workplace communication relationships. Effective communication demands that the parties involved in communication have a shared and clear appreciation of the various definitions and parameters about which information is being exchanged. Workplaces are witness to generally 5 types of communication relationships: collaborative, negotiative, competitive, conflictive and non-recognition. Types of communication. People in managerial roles have many opportunities to communicate with others. Communication can be classified in the following different ways. Intrapersonal communication. When people talk to themselves, communication takes place within the brain. Behavior responses on all other levels of communication essentially begin on interpersonal level. On this level, the individual forms personal rules and patterns of communication. Intrapersonal communication encompasses sense-making, for example, interpreting maps, texts, signs, and symbols. Interpreting nonverbal communication, for example, gestures, eye contact. Communication between body parts, for example, my stomach is telling me it's time for lunch. Daydreaming, nocturnal dreaming and many others. Interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication is also referred to as dyadic communication, or communication between two individuals. This type of communication can occur in both a one-on-one and a group setting. This also means being able to handle different people in different situations and making people feel at ease. Gestures such as eye contact, body movement, and hand gestures are also part of interpersonal communication. The most common functions of interpersonal communication are listening, talking and conflict resolution. Small group communication. Small group communication is an interaction process that occurs among 3 or more people interacting in an attempt to achieve commonly recognized goals, either face-to-face or through mediated forms. This is sometimes included in the interpersonal level. The most obvious difference is the number of persons involved in the process. Public communication or public speaking. The speaker sends messages to an audience, which is not identified as individuals. Unlike the previous levels, the speaker is doing most, if not all, of the talking. Mass communication. Mass communication occurs when a small number of people send messages to a large anonymous and usually heterogeneous audience using specialized communication media. Nonverbal communication. In nonverbal communication, people send messages to each other without talking. They communicate through facial expressions, head positions, arm and hand movements, body posture, and positioning of legs and feet. How people use space also transmits a message. Awareness of nonverbal communication helps people project an image of confidence and knowledge. Demonstrate power or influence. Express sincerity, interest and cooperativeness. Create trust. Recognize personal tension in self and others. Identify discrepancies between what people are saying and what they are actually thinking. Change behavior and environment to encourage productive discussion.